Good morning, everyone. My name is Tammy Sadler-Jones, and I am the City Administrator, and I would like to call to order the License and Variance Board meeting at 10 o'clock a.m. on Wednesday, February the 26th, 2020, at 10 o'clock a.m. Board members present. To my left is Roy Akery, the Fire Chief, and to his left is Frank Martin, the Public Works Director. Heather Pekin-Korn is our city clerk, and she will be taking the official meeting minutes. First item is a public hearing, privilege license request LIC 2020-05, beer and wine package, 2875 South Cobb Drive, Prince and Prince LLC, DBA Chevron Food Mart, with Uttam Kumar Day as the agent. Can you step to the podium, please? Oh, is he not here? Okay, all right. Well, we'll go to the next agenda item then while we're waiting for him. Item B is a public hearing, variance request 20-017, allows second kitchen in existing dwelling unit, land lot 596, 1484 Collier Drive. John Ryan Hood is the applicant. Step to the podium, please.
Morning.
Good morning. Can you tell us about your variance request, please?
Sure thing. So, again, I'm Ryan Hood, 17-year resident of Forest Hills, and other than being away at college, a lifetime resident of the Smyrna area. We're looking to renovate our basement, and I'm a little surprised I had to be here after reading the municipal code, but understanding the process now, the reason I'm here is because we wanted to put an oven in our basement. The basement itself is just going to be a second entertaining area for our family. There's no formal separation between the basement and the rest of the house. It flows all as one entertaining unit. I'm going to have spend the night parties for kids in the basement. I want to put a pizza in the oven without having to come back and forth downstairs, or cook something hot for a football game on a Saturday without having to go back and forth upstairs. It's my understanding that the Community Development Office is supportive of it. I'm happy to answer any of the questions you might have or any specific issues you see with it.
Any questions for the applicant? Okay, all right. Well, Mr. Hood, you can have a seat, and we will have our community development staff, Caitlin Crow, make comments.
Okay. The only question I did have is, I know Ms. Crow sent me something about the approval of the variance with certain stipulations. The first one is utilized by family members only. I think that means that I can have friends over in the space as well, but we're certainly not going to rent it to anybody. But I just want to make sure it wasn't just I could have just my family members in that area. Okay, thank you.
Good morning, Caitlin Crow, Planner 1, Community Development. So this variance is V20-017 to allow for a second kitchen in an existing dwelling unit. The subject property is a 0.67 acre lot on the south side of Collier Drive. The applicant is renovating his basement and is requesting the allowance of the kitchen within the basement to be used by family and friends as an entertainment space, and is not to be rented for gain in any way. Because the subject property is a single-family residence, the additional kitchen would constitute a second living unit, which is prohibited by the definition of a single-family dwelling, which is section 402.24. The finished basement will appear as part of the main structure and will not be divided by any type of firewall. Thus, the addition could not easily be converted into a separate rental space by any future owners as well. So this property has been properly posted, and there were no site distance issues since it is interior, again, in the basement. So after reviewing the variance application, staff does support the request and does recommend approval to allow for a second kitchen in an existing dwelling unit with the following conditions. Number 1, the addition is to be utilized by family members only. This does, to Mr. Hood's point, include if he has friends over. Number 2, the applicant shall not lease, rent, or sublet any space in their home. Number 3, these conditions shall run in perpetuity with the property, and as such are also applicable to any future owner. And with that, I can answer any questions. Thank you.
Any opposition? Caitlin? Any opposition from the neighbors? And does this require HOA approval? No.
There's no HOA.
No HOA. Okay, all right. Any questions? This is a public hearing. If anyone would like to speak regarding this issue, please step to the podium at this time. All right. Seeing no one, I would like to entertain a motion, please.
Second.
It's been motioned and properly seconded. 20-017. All in favor, please vote. All right, motion passes unanimously. Thank you so much. We will go back. Can you step to the podium, please? And for the record, can you state your name?
Uttam there, behalf of Prince & Prince LLC and 2875 South Cobb Drive.
All right. And have you received a copy of the city's alcohol beverage ordinance?
Yes.
Have you read it?
Yes.
And do you understand it?
Yes.
And do you agree to abide by the guidelines set forth in the ordinance?
Yes.
All right. And you have completed the prerequisite responsible alcohol sales class?
Yes, ma'am.
And can you share with this board what steps do you have in place to make sure your employees do not sell alcohol to underage persons?
Thank you. First of all, I'm in this business almost 18 years. I manage the gas station, and this is the first time I bought it. And I have I training every single people, my employee, two employee, and make sure, check the ID, no matter what, how old it is. So this is I put the sign for my counter. So, and I know the city, Esmona, all of law I reading, and that's all, and no ID, no sale beer, period. So I have a training with this my employee all up.
All right. Any questions for the applicant?
Good morning, Mr.
Morning.
What is your role, your responsibility with this location?
This is the goal: is make sure nobody in the drink in the street, in the can, and without.
I'm sorry. What is your job at this station, at this store? Are you there? Do you work there?
Yeah,
most
I'm
of the
there
day?
too.
Okay.
I'm there too.
Are you the manager, the owner,
I'm the owner.
Okay. So how many other employees do you have?
Two.
2 other employees. Okay.
Besides these two, I'm working too in the all day long. So this is our all of alcohol and cigarette, tobacco. I have a training of all 2 people, and they have an understanding, and I am to city like a more good thing, Mm-hmm. That's the.
Okay.
Any other questions? Do you understand that from time to time the Smyrna Police Department
Yes,
does undercover stings?
Yes, ma'am.
And
I
if
got a
any
class.
of your employees sell alcohol, they will be taken to jail
Yeah, like
immediately?
I got a class for this, and I already tell her, and no matter what, if you sell underneath the alcohol, tobacco, you go to jail.
That's right. Okay. All right. A background investigation was done by the Smyrna Police Department, and it revealed no information that would preclude issuance of this license at this time. So this is a public hearing. If anyone would like to speak regarding this issue, please step to the podium at this time. All right. Seeing no one, I would like to entertain a motion, please.
Motion to approve privilege license request LIC 2020-05 beer and wine package 2875 South Cobb Drive, Prince & Prince LLC, DBA Chevron Food Mart with Uttam Kumar Day as agent.
I second.
It's been motioned and properly seconded. Pardon me. LIC 2020-05. All in favor, please vote. All right. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Next, reduce the minimum building separation from 15 feet to 12 feet, land lot 632, 2811 Matthew Street. Victor Thompson is the applicant.
Okay, if I speak on his behalf?
Yes.
Okay. I'm Brad Thompson, his brother. We're requesting this reduction simply because this lot, and if you've looked at the information on it, is unfairly burdened by the road that was put in. Now, I've developed a lot of subdivisions in Atlanta or in Smyrna, and I didn't develop this one. So we're just a lot buyer here, and the road takes up 38% of our frontage, and it actually gets worse as we go further back because the lot narrows as we go further back. So what we're requesting is just a minimum, I mean, not a minimum, but a 3-foot reduction in the side setback, or the side separation rather. And really, it's only about an 8-foot section of the two buildings. The building on lot 22 is already up and exists, and there is a little pop-out area there for about 8 feet that will be 12 feet. The rest of the entire structure from front to back will be a minimum of 15. So it's really only about an 8-foot section that we're requesting this reduction in. If you have any questions?
Any questions? Okay. All right. All right. Caitlin Crow, Community Development.
All right. Good morning again. So, Caitlin Crow, Planner 1 Community Development. So this variance is V20-018 to reduce the minimum building separation from 15 feet to 12 feet. The subject property is a small lot. It's 0.23 acres on the east side of Matthew Street. The applicant is proposing to construct a new single-family home within the Village of Williams Park subdivision. So the minimum building separation is required based on the standards associated with the zoning stipulations of rezoning case Z05-025. So this was rezoned quite a while ago. When designing the subdivision, an access easement was placed on the southern end of the property for rear access to all those new proposed homes. So this does severely limit the available space for the footprint of the home. Additionally, since the adjacent building to the north will exceed 10 feet of separation from the subject property, no fire suppression system is required. So after reviewing the variance application, staff does support the request and recommends approval to reduce the building separation from 15 feet to 12 feet with the following condition. Approval of the requested variance shall be conditioned upon the development of the property and substantial compliance with the site plan and elevation submitted with the variance application. With that, I can answer any questions.
Any questions for the staff?
Just one, Ms. Crow, it's true that if, with the current conditions on the ground, as built to include the access drive and the existing home, if they were to build this house without requesting something like this, it would physically be into a portion of the new structure would be into the access drive. Is that correct?
Correct,
So
yeah, the
therefore,
rear left corner.
The only way to build this is to request some type of a separation variance.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, in order to follow the rest of our stipulations.
Right.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay. We only got one condition on this one. Okay, all right. You accept the one condition as stated? Okay, all right. This is a public hearing. If anyone would like to speak regarding this issue, please step to the podium at this time. All right, seeing no one, I would like to entertain a motion, please.
I make a motion to approve. Reduce the minimum building separation of 15 feet, 12 feet, land lot 632-2811 Matthew Street, Victor Thompson.
Second.
It's been motioned and properly seconded that we approve variance request V2 number on here. 2020-110. All in favor, please vote. All right, motion passes unanimously. Hearing variance request 20-008, allow encroachment into the 50-foot undisturbed stream buffer, land lot 594, 1554 Spring Street, City of Smyrna. This is for Durham Park, and I would like to entertain a motion that we table this item until Wednesday, March the 11th.
Motion to table V20-008 until Wednesday, March the 11th, License Variance Board meeting.
And then if she's not, we don't have table currently on the Granicus item, so we need to vote by hand. And all in favor, please vote. Okay. Yes. Yes.
311.
Next item is item E, public hearing V20-009, allow encroachment into the 75-foot impervious surface setback, land lot 594, 1554 Spring Street, City of Smyrna. Again, this is for Durham Park. I would like to entertain a motion that we table this item until the next License and Variance Board meeting, which will be on Wednesday, March the 11th.
I make a motion to table V20-009, allow encroachment into the 75-foot impervious surface setback, land lot 594 at 1554 Spring Street, City of Smyrna.
Second motion table.
Okay. It's been motioned and properly seconded that we tabled agenda item V20-009. All in favor, please show by hand. All right, motion passes unanimously. Next item is approval of the February 12th, 2020 License and Variance Board meeting minutes.
Motion to approve February 12, 2020 License Variance Board meeting minutes.
Second.
It's been motioned that we approve the February 12th, 2020 License and Variance Board meeting minutes. All in favor, please vote. All right. Motion passes unanimously. This meeting is adjourned at 10:18 a.m. Thank you.